It's debatable as to whether Sam Mayer actually did good academically in high school because he was out here on Thursday nights winning ARCA races at Bristol. His mom probably texted him like, "Sam, CP English is first thing Friday morning. You better not party so late." However, from what we've seen in the past couple years, the cockpit is his desk. It is his classroom. Learning how to save his tires and feel out the race car to see how it can go any faster. Those are skills that have served Sam much better than any pop quiz he ever had to take in the classroom. 2023 is the year where Sam Mayer had a lot of expectations, especially in this second year, and he has been able to deliver. And you look at all of his victories, he was under a pressure cooker like you would see in a high school cafeteria. Except, unlike high school, Sam Mayer has been cooking up some delicacies in his 4 wins this season. Look at Road America. He was down and out, but found a way. Watkins Glen, he reignited his rivalry with Ty Gibbs, and there was oil on the track, but he managed to find a way. Playoff Sam Mayer, however, has been like someone taking an exam. He knows he has to get these last couple questions right to get an A or to just not fail. Sam Mayer at the Charlotte Roval did everything in his power to go out and get the victory to advance to the round of 8. Homestead was the same. We have seen in this year too that Sam Mayer has taken the reins. Now he is just one race away from being able to put his name in the history books as a NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. But we all know it's not going to be easy. Sam Mayer, sure, he could try to buy an apartment, but why would he when he lives rent-free in most of his competitors' heads? That might be an issue for him, but then again, look at Ty Gibbs last year. He was able to shut up the haters, and we're going to see on Saturday if Sam Mayer has that in him to be able to solidify his name in Xfinity Series history. It's been 13 years of trying, 13 years of frustration for Justin Allgaier in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He's been a consistent staple. In fact, he has never finished lower than 7th in the point standings as a full-time driver. Plus, he's made the championship 4 in every year except 2018, which arguably he was the dominant guy, winning 5 races in the regular season championship, as well as 2021. But even with all that success, Justin Allgaier has had to watch as all these young kids like Austin Cindric, Ty Gibbs in their first or second year go out and win the Xfinity Championship as Allgaier sits on pit road in frustration. But in 2023, NASCAR's 75th anniversary, Justin Allgaier has been nothing short of iconic. Winning at the Charlotte Motor Speedway on the same day that the Cup Series ran the Coca-Cola 600, winning at Daytona in a nail-biter over Sheldon Creed, claiming the Bristol night race and having his dad there to share the moment with. Then at Martinsville, a track that has seen so many legends go to victory lane, Justin Allgaier did 2 things on that evening. Number 1, he was able to lock down a grandfather clock to add to his trophy case. And number 2, he made sure to continue the torture for Sheldon Creed, who is experiencing, honestly, the NASCAR version of blue balls right now. But that's regardless of the point. Justin Allgaier is having himself an iconic season. So is this it? So many people are going to say this is going to be another Justin Allgaier choke, but I beg to differ. This is going to be a weird analogy, but I look at Dale Earnhardt. Heading into the Daytona 500, people told him, "Are you ever going to get the job done?" And yet, in NASCAR's 50th anniversary, he was able to finally get that trophy that eluded his career. Ironically, Justin Allgaier has that same ambition in NASCAR's 75th anniversary. And if he is able to win on Saturday, it's hard not to see every pit crew member on every car is going to come out and greet him if he is able to get the checkered flag and win the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. At the end of the 2020 season, John Hunter Nemechek was kind of like Neo in the Matrix. You either take the blue pill and you continue to live in fantasy land, continue to overdrive front row motorsports race cars to get maybe a 25th place finish in the point standings. Or John Hunter Nemechek could take the red pill and go down to the NASCAR Truck Series with top tier equipment and slowly rebuild his way back to the top. Maybe some could argue that the Legacy Motor Club of all teams is a bit of a downgrade, and what we've seen out of Front Row Motorsports, they're looking pretty good. Regardless, John Hunter Nemechek has re-solidified his name in the conversation as a top NASCAR prospect. John Hunter Nemechek, fresh from the Truck Series, and Ben Bayshore, fresh from the Cup Series, meshed well in Xfinity. And we saw that because Race 2, Auto Club Speedway, that track was closed down by John Hunter Nemechek with a statement first victory. But that wasn't even the biggest win, because then you had Martinsville, where he led 198 of 250 laps and then literally blew up the race car. Wins at Atlanta, Loudon, Michigan, Kansas, and Texas shows that John Hunter Nemechek, no matter if it's an intermediate track, or it's a short track, or it's a super speedway that never should have been a super speedway like Atlanta, it shows that John Hunter Nemechek can win no matter where or what the configuration is. On Saturday, John Hunter Nemechek has the opportunity to separate himself from two remarkably talented drivers as someone that competed for Joe Gibbs Racing in the number 20 and was able to get the job done. Plus, it would continue the Joe Gibbs Racing dynasty of 3 drivers' championships in 3 years. It's got to be a challenge if you're a former Cup driver that's now demoted to trucks or Xfinity. It's something that you have to cope with. You climb all the ladders and make it back to the top level just to sink back down. And it is something that can easily get a driver depressed, demotivated. You start to question yourself and think, am I really that good of a driver to begin with? That's something that Cole Custer has had to deal with, moving back down to Xfinity, back to the 00. He unfortunately wasn't reunited with Mike Shiplett. Now, honestly, Cole Custer's 2023 season is kind of like Qdoba. It's a decent Mexican restaurant, but when you compare it to Chipotle, it's the Walmart version. You just see in the stats this year, Cole Custer has not put up the elite numbers in terms of the wins and the laps led that he did with Mike Shiplett in 2019. However, considering a lot of the adversity, as well as Stewart-Haas Racing being a shell of what they once were, Cole Custer still got 2 wins. Although those wins were Portland, where he capitalized on a late race restart, and then Chicago, probably the worst Xfinity race of all time, because Chicago decided to kick out the Xfinity series before halfway. But when I look at Cole Custer, I see a driver that has Cup experience and someone that has been extremely consistent this year. Honestly, he might be a Chipotle burrito bowl away from having the energy to go out and win the championship. And this is a driver right here that, if he can do it, can prove so many people in the industry wrong. There's guys like Elliott Sadler, Justin Allgaier, never get the job done. Cole Custer going back down to Xfinity and winning that championship could show that he has the potential to maybe get back to the NASCAR Cup Series in 2024, looking at the new vacancy at Stewart-Haas Racing. Like in the Truck Series, we've got 4 drivers, 4 unique stories, 1 championship. There's going to be 3 drivers that are going to be heartbroken, and they're going to be coping all winter long with their choice of alcohol or maybe a porn addiction. But regardless, we are going to find out who is going to be the best in the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2023. My pick to win the Xfinity Championship is John Hunter Nemechek. The best driver and the best team are going to get it done. Not just because John Hunter Nemechek and Ben Bayshore have been able to light the world on fire like they did literally at Martinsville when he burned down the car, but also Joe Gibbs Racing. You look at their stats at Phoenix, they've won 3 of the last 4 races. This is going to be the driver and team to beat, and if anyone in the field is going to take it, it is going to be from this number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing entry. So if you guys enjoyed this video, the Cup Spotters Guide is going to come out soon. It's a bit of a time crunch, but I am going to persevere. But other than that, this is Nathan for Digital Gas House. Life's a beach, and then you drive.